Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready? 55. Right there in the middle. 55. 2, 3, 3.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go, D.
On 2nd and 1, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Ready? Like 20? Like 40. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you too.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
180. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Snickers. Check Christian, Travis. No spacing. 5.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's two sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Jackson on first down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Let's go. 55. Yeah.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
No, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
At the 4-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's going to be a long day.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Middle.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
50. Hey, Will! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after World!
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. A gain of 6 there on first.
Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! All right now, black 20!
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Caught right side at Snead. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
55's mark, guys, 55.
Again, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away and cover. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Get ready.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
Interception, baby, all day, all day.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Alert. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Easy. Don't be scared of it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give running right is Samuels. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. Jackson now, sliding out of the pocket. He uncorks it for Snead, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down, trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Stop your whining. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Buddy up. 50, match 50. 61. Match box. Right. 3 down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Go. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 941. And I'm coming after you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Get ready.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
24. Hey, wahoo! 40. Squeeze, double the line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 2nd down, Samuels. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Check 49. Easy. Mike's 40. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. When I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. and how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
You good? Take 2 of them.
Slam.
Hey, Zoo.
Check.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Ravens nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Jackson to throw again. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Now Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. Or it looked like he had. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it's going to be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Going up into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, on fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. You ready? Quarter. Let's go.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Black 20.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Too little, catch. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. 3 buzz.
50.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Who that?
Middle.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 16. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On on 2nd and 7. Mayfield. Open man downfield. He's got it. It's his running back. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 82 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Hey, alert.
He's cracked.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. They call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Mayfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps.
Now Mayfield lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. As they come up now, that is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll be a second and long. Mayfield down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
To throw, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And there they... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Joseph now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
51's the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. 51's Mike.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Now Roethlisberger. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Let's make these babies cry. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, Mike 50.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Snickers, Jack 16. Hey, Charlie.
Come to mom.
No spacing.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Right here, guys.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Like 80. 22, 44.
51, Mike. Mike 50.
Middle.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 51 the most.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Second and goal from the 1.
Monday.
Toss play for Samuels. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
80 weapons.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll start the drive with Samuels. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Olivier Vernon. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now Callaway on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's 3rd and short.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, alert, Alert!
Kill.
Blue draw corker.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
And they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner who's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Mark Barron. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 27 yards there, a first down. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And again, it's Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Like 80.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Boy, son.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
44. Hey, Delta. Flag,
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
He's going to launch it for Washington. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side. Get that high hop.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 180.
Let's go, defense.
Real.
Let's go.
Regular.
Here we go.
Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Rolling, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bud Dupree, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And look at that, a diving catch. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 30-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
77. 53. Quarter. Beat these two.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And this is caught, and it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy, because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, on 133, 180! Point it right. Switch.
Now Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Landry again the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot from Mayfield here. And he's going to go down again. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.